Good morning. This is Radio Douglas.
Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, May 29th, 2020. The official time is 8:31, and your announcers for today are Dr. Whitbeck and Mrs. Lareniga. You may see some people below us. You're just going to have to wait to learn more about them.
Pay no attention to the men behind the curtains.
Just ignore them.
Everybody else does. What, do you have anything else to tell us, Mrs. Lareniga?
I think that's all I'm supposed to say.
The time?
I did already, 8:31.
Excellent. May 29th. This is National Chamber Music Month.
That's my least favorite of all the ones that we've had.
I'm saving the worst for last.
Was asparagus May? I mean, has May been this long that was actually this month?
Asparagus was May. But here's something better. Today is National Paperclip Day.
We are desperate for things to celebrate.
No, this is a big thing. Samuel B. Fay received the first patent for a bent wire paperclip in the United States in 1867.
You're crossing your genres. Could be this day in history.
It could be. Well, this was during the month of May. I don't know what date, but there is a National Paperclip Day website. It is on the Twitter, and they've asked people to post how many paper clips they use in a day, and share your favorite paperclip tips and ideas on Twitter.
Are we advising people to check this out, or are we mocking it, which is happening here?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, I thought that was fascinating. It is an actual thing. So anyways, on to birthdays. We wish a hearty and happy birthday today to Connor Lent, creator of our fantastic March Madness video that is up on the Radio Douglas or the Douglas School website, YouTube channel. Connor Lent, happy birthday. And Isadora Sousa, happy birthday to you too. You share birthdays with Bob Hope.
Who's that?
Who's Bob Hope?
I mean, I know who Bob Hope is. I saw him years and years and years ago at West Point, but I don't think our viewers know.
He's a comedian, and he really popularized the USO tours where comedians and stars go around to the different service bases, the military bases, and across the world, entertaining troops.
He was like Mrs. Maisel, but not. Yeah,
exactly. Here's somebody that nobody else will know, Tenzing Norgay. Today is his birthday. Any guesses? No, he was with Sir Edmund Hillary when they climbed Mount Everest.
Oh, cool.
For the first people to climb Mount Everest, he was the Sherpa, and he will feature again later in the show. John F. Kennedy's birthday today.
Ah, that's a nice one to remember.
Yes, nice Massachusetts boy.
Yep.
And Noel Gallagher.
I know who that is.
From Oasis.
Brother of Liam Gallagher, the two siblings known to fight and tear Oasis apart on occasion back in the early 2000s.
The Gallagher brothers, and Sean Kinchla, a Canadian guitarist for Blues Traveler.
Oh. I don't know that they know who Blues Traveler is either, though.
I don't think our guests today know either of these, but they do know.
They should expose themselves to it because they're both great.
That you should never expose yourself to anybody. And on May 24th, I can't believe we missed this. It was this fantastic Minnesotan's birthday, Sir Bob Dylan.
Sir Bob Dylan.
And with that, I thought we might introduce our guest weatherman today from Minnesota, Nick.
Hi there.
Hi, Nick.
Oh.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I have a fun fact about Bob Dylan, and that is my grandmother went to high school with him in Hibbing, Minnesota.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
She said he was a weird guy, but yeah.
Huh.
Cool.
A little brush with fame.
Little tiny brush with fame.
I bet he was a weird guy because he, like, you know, I don't know.
Back in those days, he was Bob Zimmerman. Bob Zimmerman.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. And Nick, you're broadcasting from what town in Minnesota?
It's called Inver Grove Heights. It's about 20 minutes south of Minneapolis.
Down here in the southern, near the Wisconsin border.
This area is called the Twin Cities.
That's because of St. Paul.
Yep, because of Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Not your town.
Not my town.
No.
I'm
Where's
just a
St. Paul
suburb.
on the map?
What's that?
Where is St. Paul on the map? I don't see it.
Right next to Minneapolis.
It doesn't
It's
get
not on
any cred.
Mm-mm.
If I could zoom into the map, I could get to St. Paul, but this is just a picture.
Okay. I
Mm.
don't wanna, you know.
With all the other famous Minnesotans. There's Judy Garland, who
Not
I
true.
did not know was from Minnesota, and Prince, who everybody knows is from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Did he live near you?
His Paisley Park is about half an hour away from me. So also in the Twin Cities metro area.
Have you been there?
I haven't. No.
Charles M. Schultz, the creator of the Peanuts cartoons,
Mm-hmm.
Snoopy,
Snoopy.
yeah,
Linus.
and Chris Pratt
No way.
from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. Chris Pratt and Judy Garland and Bob Dylan are all kind of from the same neck of the woods. So up in northern Minnesota, they're producing some celebrities.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how far is Grand Forks from you?
Grand Forks is in North Dakota, but that's probably about 4.5 hours. It's right on the border there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 4.5. Okay, so it's a long drive.
I mean, I think that's cross country, really.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, that's
Yeah.
clear.
Anything more than an hour and a half from Jenna's house is a cross country drive.
Yep.
And it's
Across Minnesota.
country.
She gets in her Winnebago, and it's an adventure.
Drive for an hour and I'm done. Across the country.
All right, so what's the weather like, Nick?
So today we have a balmy 55 degrees, overcast, a little bit breezy. I don't know if you can hear that in the microphone of my headphones.
No.
But yeah, that's what we've got going today. It looks like it's gonna get up to around 67 degrees later on this evening.
Nice.
Oh, so nice. Any humidity?
No, not that I'm feeling, in the air, but
What's it like on a January day?
on a January day, it can either be, 50 degrees or 30 below. You never know.
Never know. I
So
think it is.
So we also have, and we did not introduce him, and thanks to him, you can understand everything that Nick is saying from Minnesota. Hunter, our translator. So actually, Nick is speaking only Minnesotan right now, and Hunter is doing a fantastic job of seamlessly, immediately translating.
Doing a quick voiceover.
Right. Otherwise known as a dialect of Southern Canada.
Oh, yeah. Thunder
Sounds-
Bay.
Very foreign.
Thunder Bay.
Do you have pop or soda?
We have pop only.
What does that mean, Hunter?
Soda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Hunter and Nick went to NYU together and were on the diving team, and did a fantastic job this year. And they're each going to do gainers for us this morning.
I actually have to go.
into a small cup of water.
You've chased him away.
I think that might be their least favorite dives. Is that true?
You
What
would
if-
be right. You would be correct.
What do you have to do in a gainer?
You stand or you actually walk down the board and then you do some backflips towards the board
Oh,
and then land gracefully in a cup of water.
yeah. I
Mhm.
don't think going toward the board would be fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you worry the entire time about hitting the board.
Mhm.
That's why it's not fun.
I mean, that goes without saying. Whenever I get on a board, I'm concerned about that.
Mm.
Because I'm not a diver.
It's a fair worry.
Thank
Yeah, I know. We do too. We do too.
Yeah, we did. We saw somebody hit their head on the board. Were they doing a gainer?
No.
They were doing an inward.
Oh, they were doing an inward. Yeah.
Yeah, but a teammate of mine in high school hit his head on the board during a gainer. My junior year.
No good.
Yeah, that's ugly.
No,
No
bueno.
good.
But they look good when they're done well.
They sure do. Hunter knows all about that.
Because he's watched lots of people do them well. Is that what you're saying?
No, because he always does them well.
Aw, what a
Good
good
cat,
kid.
except for landing on his feet, he always lands on his head, which is good for diving.
Very good. Well, it's a pleasure to have both of you with us. Please stick with us while we visit some of our creative kids this morning, and then we have some exciting things for our Minnesota guest at the towards the end.
Feel free to join in the banter. It always helps.
Yes, absolutely. There's lots of gardening going on. Here are our family's gardening. Hunter, can you tell us what they're growing? Do you recognize any of that? Because I know you have a garden.
Based on my analysis, it looks something like a pumpkin, squash, a broadleaf vegetable.
Ooh, I like that.
I could be
Wow.
wrong.
Look at those furrows that they made. Like,
What's a furrow? Like the troughs?
yeah, the troughs. And like they did some serious digging in that garden.
We need a farmer translator.
Mhm. Oh, I can help. It looks vegan.
Absolutely. Yeah, no animals were harmed in the making of this garden.
Not one.
Perhaps a worm.
What a huge effort. And look at those
I'm
boots.
sure the earthworms are living their lives
Very
in
good.
that dirt.
Their best lives.
Yeah, they've
That's
put a lot of effort into this garden. I hope that it is fruitful for them.
Or vegetable full.
And this counts as creativity. Hunter, I think you should take note. This is what good children do for their parents' cars. They wash them and massage them, and Julia
Vacuum.
and Nathan are doing a great job washing cars. Good job, guys.
Vacuum them too. That's important.
Mm.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
If my children washed and vacuumed my car, that would be wonderful.
Yoga. This is Juliet and her dog Captain
Oh,
doing afternoon yoga.
cute.
Both doing downward dog, I see.
Yeah. Although Captain looks like he's putting in as little effort as possible.
Mm-hmm. He's panting though, so he's probably tired from the last move.
He's ready for the Shavasana.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. And with that, now we
A
have
video.
one of our favorite contributors, Wyatt,
He's getting taller.
with some backyard tips. Whoops. Here we go. What is going on?
You have a lot of tabs open.
I do. Wyatt is silent, but watch.
The mute's on.
Yeah, I know. I can't turn it off. going to try this one more time.
Maybe if you hit the M key.
Oh, oh, brilliant!
All the bugs away from
These young whippersnappers.
when I was spraying my yard.
So how does that work? Show us.
So I was just running around.
Why don't you just show us?
Okay. And squeezing.
There you go. Some backyard bug spray.
I couldn't
Impressive technique.
Thank you.
He's like a human crop duster.
tell if he was watering the plants or what he was doing, but that's a smart thing.
Yeah, so he made a homemade bug repellent and put it in that jar and was able to spread it all over his yard. So getting some exercise and making the bugs safe, the yard safe for humans.
Nice work.
Fun.
Looks
Yeah.
like they're back in mass.
So yeah, it does. So here we are back with Tenzing Norgay, who, if you notice, today is his birthday. And in 1953 with Sir Edmund Hillary, he was the first to reach the summit of Mount Everest as part of the British expedition.
Whoa. Are you making them all knights or are they all really knights? You keep calling them all sirs.
Oh,
That's what I
Sir
was gonna
Edmund
say.
Hillary. Sir Edmund Hillary actually is a knight.
Okay.
But Sir Bob Dylan is not.
Okay. Thanks for the
Because-
clarification. We didn't want to misguide our viewers.
We do not have the knight system in the United States. I think you have to be a resident of a part of the British Empire to be a knight.
And what is being a knight?
The queen has hit you on the shoulder with a sword.
So
The
just
queen
Elton
likes your
John.
music.
Yeah, the queen likes your music.
The queen
That's right.
likes your music. Yeah. Sir Paul McCartney, Sir Elton John.
Mhm.
Sir
Yeah.
Edmund Hillary.
Right. His music was fantastic.
Yeah. A huge rock star.
Ha.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Oh God, I just got that.
Nick, did you know that there is a This Day in Minnesota history website? Do you go to that every morning?
You know what? I forgot this morning, but you know.
Well, you might want to check it out because you almost missed that today was the day that Charles Strite of Stillwater, Minnesota, applied for a patent for the pop-up toaster for use in his company's cafeteria.
Excellent.
And there he is. There he is, Charles Strite himself. And on the Minnesota website, there are cartoons of him, and he's very popular. You all must be very proud of the Toastmaster automatic electric toaster that he invented.
I like
Yeah.
its slogan. You don't have to watch it. The toast can't burn. You know, it
Maybe-
can burn. That's not true.
Maybe not the best thing since sliced bread, but definitely the best thing for sliced bread.
Yes,
Right from Minnesota.
straight from
You should
Minnesota.
have my spot on this show. You're better at this. You're very funny.
Oh.
I'm gonna knight you.
Oh,
I'm gonna knight you, Sir Nick
Oh, Sir Nick
Sir
of Minnesota.
and Sir Hunter of
Mhm.
Acton. I therefore knight you both.
My translator.
the translator. I'm like the Sherpa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is the Tenzing Norgay to Nick's Edmund Hillary.
Sir
Mhm.
Rock.
Sir Edmund Hillary.
Exactly.
So this was the slide that I was waiting for yesterday, where I falsely accused Mrs. Maciel and Dr. Whitbeck of tampering with my slide. But this was what I had yesterday. Neil Armstrong was the first person to step on the moon on July 20th, 1969. As he stepped, he said, "That is one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind." And I forgot the quote after, but there you go.
That is awesome. That is a very important piece of trivia
I think so.
and a beautiful slide.
Yes, it's my best slide so far, so I was proud of it. But
Did you paste that? Did you paste that clip art of the rocket into the moon slide?
I did. And I made the moon slide the background.
You
I'm
are
learning.
you are very technical.
I am learning Google Slides. I have a new relationship with it after this.
All that without going to graphic art school.
Correct.
Yeah.
Watch out
Dangerous.
for next week. We'll see what I pull out of my sleeve.
You are dangerous. Let's see. Oh, and here we are back to the
Boring slides.
no, this is the classic.
What started on the 1st of January, 1901? Riddle
I
me
have
that, Riddler.
no idea. This is actually a stumper. There's so many things that probably started.
You
And
can email your answers to the Douglas Puzzler, singular, @gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay.
wait, is this like
Wait, do we answer this
riddle?
question?
You answered on Monday. Do you want to come back, Sir Nick and Sir Hunter?
Oh, I just have a kind of silly answer, but
Oh yeah, give us a silly answer.
well, it sounds like 1901 started on the 1st of January, 1901.
That's true, but that's not the answer I'm looking for.
like that's what
That
I was
was
thinking.
my-
Is it like
Yeah.
a
Is
riddle?
it 1901? Yeah.
It's sort of a riddle, yet it is
Okay.
also trivia.
Okay.
All right. Well, everybody's going to have to come back on Monday or watch to see what the answer to this really tricky trivia question is.
We're itching to know.
And now, the most exciting part of the show. Now for something entirely thought-provoking. Do you really live in Minnesota? Let's see who can answer these questions, who the true Minnesotan is in these pictures. All right, so first, here's some Minnesota slang. And I've used these all in a sentence. Mrs. Lorenaga, when you go skating on the frozen lakes of Minnesota, be sure to wear your breezers. What would that be, Nick?
Okay.
So that would be the like padded kind of pants you wear to play hockey on the frozen pond.
Hunter, do you want to translate that for us?
What he said was hockey pants.
Freezers.
He would be right. The hockey pants. When I was previewing this quiz last night, nobody in the Massachusetts family could answer that question. So truly, it seems as though Nick is from Minnesota.
Or so
I had a few pairs myself.
Did you? Hunter
Yeah.
said you know nothing about sports and would not know the answer to that.
Then Miss Hunter doesn't know about my hockey days in 2nd grade.
Oh boy.
Hey, I'm related to a famous hockey player, Mario Lemieux.
No, you're not.
Yeah, distant cousin. He
Cool.
doesn't know who I am, but yeah.
You got all your talent from him in 2nd grade.
Well, surely you share a gene pool.
Yeah, I liked playing goalie because I could just sit in the net and do the splits, and that was back before anybody could lift the puck up, so nobody scored on me.
Nice. On the pond.
On the pond, yes.
A body
Frozen.
made for goalies.
hmm
All right, let's say, hey, Mrs. Lorenaga, you going up north this weekend? What does that mean? And it doesn't mean what you think it does.
Is this for? Oh, okay. So I see how this works. Okay, so up north just means anywhere with a lake. So it could be north or it could be south, but most people here, I think in New England, you call them a cottage, but here we call them a cabin. And basically in the summer, you say, hey, you want to go up north? And that could be north, east, south, west, Wisconsin, Iowa, Canada. It doesn't matter. It just means you're going to the lake.
That's incredible. Only in Minnesota.
Right. I mean, we're already so far north anyways. Our compasses just go out of whack. So
You know what I noticed also was that Minnesota, well, so we didn't point this out when we had the map up, but Minnesota is bordered by North Dakota and South Dakota.
Mhm.
They all end in Oda.
Oh, yes. All Native American words.
I wonder what that suffix means. We'll have to look that up. Unless you know, Nick.
I don't.
Hunter, do
Perhaps
you?
something to do with lakes.
Oh, maybe. Hunter,
That
any
would-
idea?
My guess is it means, well, Nick was saying going up north means going to the lake, so
Mhm.
north. Just
Oh,
north.
maybe Oda means north itself. Maybe it means your cabin.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
We are known as the land of 10,000 lakes, but that is a misnomer because we have more than 11,000. Fun Minnesota fact.
Oh my gosh.
You're full of fun facts.
Let's
I'm
see
fun,
if he knows.
and I'm factual.
He's infactual. Mrs. Loraniga, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm just looking up the suffix Oda on the Google.
Okay.
On the
Well,
Google.
Mrs. Loraniga, while you're looking up the suffix on the Google, let's go get some bars and pop. What would I be saying if I was living in Minnesota?
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the pop because that's the one I'm sure about. That means a carbonated soda beverage. So it could be Coca-Cola, Sprite, Fanta, what have you. Bars, I'm guessing, refers to like dessert bars, like kind of like brownies, but you can make them with like lemon, any other kind of thing. So
Well, according to the Minnesota Slang website, you are very close to correct. Pop absolutely is a carbonated sugared beverage, and you know there are pop machines, there are pop cans. We here in Massachusetts would say tonic.
We'd say soda.
Well, I think if you were from Southie, you would say tonic.
Oh, well, I'm not.
No,
I'm
you're
from up
from New
north.
Jersey.
I'm from up north
You live in a cabin.
in Oda.
yeah, we're from up north. Are you wearing your breezers?
Not today because it's summer.
Right, sorry.
A
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
50-degree summer.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then bars, according to the Minnesota Slang website, is any type of cookie.
Ah,
Every cookie is a bar. So you should start using that, Nick.
Okay, will do.
Yeah,
he's been living in New York for 4 years. You know.
yeah, I know.
He's lost his Minnesota.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Although we do have one of the best state fairs, and one of the main attractions there is Sweet Martha's cookies, where they come in a big pail that they pile high with cookies, and we just say Sweet Martha's cookies. But I think I'm gonna have to contact Martha and tell her to change it to bars.
Get on it.
Mhm.
That's right. All right. Well, we gotta get moving because it's
It's
9 o'clock,
fascinating.
and we've got other meetings to go to. So, do you know who this is and where it is? Nick?
Yes, that is Paul Bunyan and his blue ox. I think the name is Babe.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that is. It could be at Paul Bunyan Land.
Paul Bunyan Land?
Yeah, that was an amusement park back in the day. It's closed now, but it's up north.
That's so cool.
It actually is up north in Bemidji.
I'm gonna
Bemidji.
travel cross country.
Bemidji.
Yeah.
Bemidji. Yeah. So that is the end of our quiz. You did pretty well. Congratulations. You can stay in Minnesota. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'll leave everybody with a Minnesotan quote, and it is from Bob Dylan himself, who said, "Well, in winter, everything was still. Nothing moved. 8 months of that. And that is where I grew up." Does that ring true?
Yep, definitely.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. We will see you on Monday. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Translator Hunter.
Yes, thank you, Sir
Miss-
Nick and Sir Hunter.
Mrs. Loraniga. Have a fabulous facelifting Friday.
Happy Friday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.